Hello everyone, this is Osan. Welcome back to another automation tutorial with me. Today I will be showing you how to read a list from the Excel sheet and type them into the web forms using UiPath. So for this tutorial I have prepared this employee list, which we are going to use it for filling the form, and also I have prepared this employee contact info form. So one by one we are going to read data from Excel file and type them into the Google form by using UiPath. So let's get back to Studio. First of all, I will need to read Excel file. For that I will use Excel application scope. Let me come here and search for Excel application scope, and then I need to specify the path of that file. Let me choose that from my desktop, which is this one, and after that I am going to search for read range so that I can read the Excel sheet, which is this one, and let me copy the sheet name employees and paste it here. So after reading this Excel sheet, I need to define a data table to be able to retrieve that data. So I will come here and define DT employee list. And so right now we will have the list inside that data table. After that, I am going to need to open the browser so that I can reach that site. For that, I will use open browser activity. So I am going to work with Edge browser. Because of that, I need to specify the browser type as Edge browser, and also I need to copy and paste the form inside the URL section. And after the opening browser, I need to iterate the data inside the DT employee list, and one by one I need to type them into the Google Forms, which is specified here. So for that I will use for each row to be able to iterate inside the data table for each row in data table, and data table name is DT, but as you can see I cannot access it from here, so I need to change its scope. Let me click here and let's just select input web forms. So this is the name of the container of my process. So let me just try again. Yeah, employee list. So I am going to iterate this, and I need to get the column data from that employee list data table. For that I will need to assign activity, and one by one I am going to read these column values from the Excel sheet, and I am going to type them here, like name, email, department, maybe address. It's not necessary information, but maybe we can also add the address information here, and then we need to click submit so that we can see the actual results from the Google Forms. So for that, first I will come here and I need to define the variable, which will be maybe employee name. On the left hand side I will define the variable, and on the right hand side I need to specify the value for that variable. So current row item, which item, let's just check the name of the column, its name. So I will need to get the name info, and let's just cast it to string. Okay, so this is my employee name. Then I am going to type it into the name section here. So let me just come back to here and let me select type into activity here, and then let me indicate inside the browser, yeah, your answer, employee name. Then I will need another assignment for what? For the email information. On the left hand side, let me call it employee email, and the right hand side I will get current row, item, and email to string. And after that I also need to type that info into the Google form. For that I will use type into once again. Okay, so let me indicate the element here, and then I am going to put employee email info inside that section. Okay, the third thing is that we need to also get the department info, which is also required question here. So let me just come back to Studio and let me select another assignment, and on the left hand side let me call it employee dept or department, and the right hand side let me just current row, item, and item, and inside that let me select what department. Okay, so when you are writing these column names you shouldn't make any typo. In that case your solution won't work. So it should be exactly same thing with the column name here, and it should match with this one. So yeah, it's the important thing here. After that I will also need type into once again. So I am going to specify the area here, which is this one, and I will type employee department. Okay, so we have now 3 sections which are required ones. So I will also add another optional one, which will be the maybe the address section. So let me just add that one also to our solution. For that I will need also another assignment here, and let me just drag and drop it here, and on the left hand side let me call it employee address, and the right hand side let me call it current row, item, and here let me call it address to string. Okay, and after that also I will need once again type into, here let me indicate that area. Okay, then let me type employee address here, and so we have done all the necessary information on the Google Forms. After that I am going to click on the submit button. So for that I will need click activity. Let me search for that, click here, and the indicate element here. So yeah, okay, after submitting that info, maybe it will be good practice to wait a little bit, like 2 or 3 seconds, and then we should navigate to the main page once again, this Google Forms page. So here I will add delay, which will be maybe 3 seconds, just 3 seconds, and then I am going to navigate to the original URL here, after completing the submission. So let me paste it here and it will navigate to the forms page once again. After this one, maybe we can also add some closing activity for that open browser container. So let me just collapse this one and add close tab here. So after finishing our job, maybe we can close the tab and there won't be any open Edge browser on runtime. Maybe it will be also a good practice for us for that solution. So yeah, we have basically finished our steps. Let's just try to run it. Let me close this one and also that one. Okay, so let me just click run here. Okay, we have read the Excel file. It is opening employee contact info form, name, email, department, address, and submit it. Then wait 3 seconds and then the next one. Yeah, maybe I can fast forward this section to prevent losing time here. So yeah, we can see each other at the end of this section. So it finished working and let's check the results if it is really put that data into the Google Forms. And as you can see, we have 10 responses, 10 questions and 10 responses here. Individually we can also see them here. So we have 1, 2, 3 up to 10 answers, which is given by the robot here. We have 10 employees here also. So we have read the employee list from the Excel file and typed them into the Google Forms, and we have concluded our process for today. So hopefully it will be helpful for you and see you in next video. Bye for now.